Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, Davis-Wade Stadium, where they've got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Alabama's offense takes the field to start this game off. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. On the ground, it's Riley. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it.
He is smashing people. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on second down. The give from the gun. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. The give on the inside. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, and an array of possibilities here.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he's... not before moving the chains. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Might as well give it to him again. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with a pickup of 4.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They're wearing this defense down on the opening drive. 12 play coming. Now it's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They were all over. Where to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick.
And he intercepts it. And they capitalize not only on the pick, return to improve this field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down. On it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
1st down for this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll toss it. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Hold it, up and.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. To give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to hand it off to the fullback for a quick hitter, but just nowhere to go. The defensive line, great job getting penetration to set up that play.
We'll see if they can dig one up that goes forward this time on 2nd down from the 18. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Feeling some heat. Working that left side now. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Swings it out to his running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold, open.
Just holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. A 3rd and long coming up here. Dropping back, it's Mack. Working the middle, it's complete. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. They'll give it to the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Going for it all. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolute shank. Missed it. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Now on 2nd down after the short completion. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Here's the punt, and that is a major league pop-up. That thing's going to bring rain. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that. I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Handoff from the gun. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Halted in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
That's reeled in. It's Harvin. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
The option look. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Sweet cut there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On the set.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
Now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Takes the easy completion. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Back to the air one more time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit. Might as well hang on to the ball. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And this is obviously not... This quarterback here, 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. He wants to throw. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He's looking to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. He lets one fly deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll immediately call timeout. A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. He'll ride his man on the option, and they're able to get him down.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Going for 6. Reels it in the end. end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion.
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the two-point conversion attempt. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really,
He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to pass. It's Mack. They're bringing heat. Hit as he throws. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try the run. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He's got great speed. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Off play action. He's taking the shot. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the... at the 48. On first down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. It's 3rd down, and they have to get it to the 42 to move the sticks. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. He has been in see-ball, get-ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
And it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
These red zone trips, red has meant stopped. They've got nothing in 3 previous tries. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your back.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He'll be stopped short of the goal line. A sure tackle to turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this movie, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Trying play action. Trying to beat the D deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run the option. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. On the option. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And you give it to the big boy. I like that. Those guys are really stout. They're usually not very tall, thick as can be, used to hitting linebackers. That's what they chew on linebackers for a living. I love when you give them the football, they lower their shoulder and get that 1st down for him.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped it.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical.
Now, 2nd.
David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that Get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
The defense continues to have it. Both defenses has played well. These offenses are going to have to change something up, protect their quarterbacks a little bit better.
And the defense gets loose. Down he goes again. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Mississippi State, 6.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a 1st down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mack. Keeps looking downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. The aerial assault continues. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Now facing... From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it...
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
That makes the score Alabama 7, Mississippi State
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. The give to the left. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run the option. The pitch. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Give to the big fullback. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. On the option. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And now on second down for this offense. Big fullback's got it. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. The Bulldogs get it past the sticks.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously.
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Offense rolls onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Here comes the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. He got it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
They want to throw it. Let's it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. Oh, look out, the ball's free. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to... and save as much time as possible.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Deep. Timeout quickly trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On second down, just keeps firing. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense is up against it here. Trailing late in the game, the defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Motion from the offense. On fourth down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Here comes that Alabama offense. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. And we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific